How's it going, YouTube? Spikesmth here, chillin'. What's up? I just wanted to cast this game. It's pretty cool. Basically, the theme of it is how to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory. Now, our two opponents here is Blue and Red Terrence. We'll just call him Blue and Red. It's my partner, Camtron, this game, and myself down here. I'm the only Protoss. Everybody else is Terran. So I'm pretty much going for, I think, a standard build because we're anticipating that they would probably wall off and deny any kind of early pressure. I'll speed it up a little bit because not much happens kind of here at the beginning. I send out a good early scout so I can at least see kind of what's going on. Red sends his scout out as well. Let's check the income right now. Yeah, my income's doing pretty good. I like to try to get as strong of an economy that I can. Blue scouts, red scouts, and I have a bit of a problem taking him out. He's just gonna run around my base like a lot. Anyway, but I did get my scout through. Cam gets his scout. He got locked in. Anyway, so we see, okay, typical barracks. But blue here did not wall in. What's up with that? Who knows? Anyway, Cam's doing an interesting outside the front. I guess so he can get an early expand. So it's an interesting strategy. I'm trying to kind of go fast stalkers, but I really don't get my second gas up and going, and I don't really make too good use of my cannons. Okay, so blue is staging, red is staging. They've just got mass marines. I think right about, yeah, here we go. Check production. So I'm getting my observer out because, you know, basically the hallmark of a good player is good vision, knowing what's going on. As long as you know what's going on, you're going to be fine. So I don't want to run him too in just in case he sees me. I'm just going to chill outside the front so we can tell when they move out. And sure enough, here they go. Oh, it looks like they were sharing. So I noticed that it was all under red's control. Let's slow it down to pace. Cam was going to try a Hellion push, but so I'm going to just try to, use my forces. I got a couple sentries, the most underappreciated unit, at least in my armies. I always forget to get enough of them, and I always forget to do shields, the little force fields, I mean. Anyway, so I can spot, oh, he's just sending more reinforcements down here, and they're just standing off in front of our base. So I go ahead and go for my expansion. Blue's got the same idea, although mine is so early, it's like already up and running. And Cam's second is going up too. But they're massing up almost a critical mass. He's got the shield upgrade. They all have stim, I believe, yeah. So I see them coming in. I'm going to try to kite them a little bit, but we were having a little bit of vent lag issues, I think, because it was... Oh. Alright, well, we're going to keep them at bay. I make a couple of bad army moves in this game because, like, there's some parts where I'm trying to do more damage than I should, and I end up throwing huge armies to their death. Alright, so now blue has his tanks coming up, and this is when we're kind of like, we are in trouble because we're getting contained really badly. The one good thing about this map is that if you guys work together, you can guard this front kind of big choke and still have an expansion, so you're not totally screwed. So, good job, Cam. Cam's got his tank up here. And I think I spotted the tanks with my observer, so I got immortals. Why did I put that cannon up? Let's check the unit loss tab. So far, I have lost the most units. God bless the shields. God bless them. So we go for a push. Oh, Cam. You're losing. But red's actually getting whittled down. I mean, I keep getting picked off too, but We did a little bit of damage to red, but we are still behind. We still have way many units lost. So he's doing the right thing, which is making, you know, a web of tank fire. I say, oh, I can see him up the hill. Now he's gonna scan. And now the medics come, and that's just bad news. I mean, picks off my gate. About to pick off my cybernetics core. And I'm just like, no, run back. So we're under, see, right here. I send my army in, and they just get annihilated. And at this point, I think if they had pushed all the way in, they probably could have beat us. So he's just sitting right up in here. Tanks are guarding our front. And we're just building up. I go for Colossus, I guess. We got a single. I do have a +1 weapon upgrade, which my opponents do not have. Oh, he upgraded his mech. That's why. Oh, look at how those tanks just tear me up. Cam's tanks don't quite have the vision. Although this guy's got 11 kills. 11 and 7, or even more, 8. 13 kills. But at this point, he actually drops up into my base. And this is just all bad. I'm trying to replace these gateways that got picked off. I'm trying to send my army up. And they're going to lift some of them off. Oh no, we kind of handled that. Look at my units lost, though. 4,600 minerals worth of units lost. That is ridiculous. But I'm just going to sit and abuse the high ground if I can. Looks like he somehow could see my Colossus. That sucks. Anyway, but we've successfully kept them out of our bases, more or less, except for right up here. But he never really got into my meat, which was lucky on me. Finally getting that extended thermal lance. Finally dropping my Twilight Council. And look at this army. Thor, Marine, Marauder, Tank, and Medic. Like, this is what pretty much anybody against Terran fears the most. When they get a big, diversified mech bio army. So they're pushing up. Bad move, buddy. You just pushed up all by yourself. This tank actually runs interference and gives them a little bit of extra time to pick them off and not lose quite as much. So, but my Colossus still hasn't done anything. I don't even think it's going to. Oh, there it goes. Getting some kills. Sniped. Trying to focus fire these Thors down. Because, Jesus, Thors, man. But look at this. Another drop into my base. Which I should be able to handle. Yeah, sniped his... we were talking about how... I think it was in this game. We were talking about how we were thinking that medevacs are a little bit overpowered because they not only heal, but they also are drop ships, which they need to either be, I don't know, maybe have less power, not heal as quickly, maybe move slower, I don't know, they need to do something, because when you get like a critical mass of maybe 6 medevacs and a marine ball, the healing they do is just outrageous. Like, you reach that critical mass and then basically nothing. Although, I suppose the counter to that might be Psi Storms and feedback with High Templar. I haven't seen that used too much in other games that I've seen, but I have a couple of games on my channel you might have seen that I do manage to get some Psi Storms off. And they can be a game changer because you can just wipe out whole plots of units real quick. Anyway, look at this. They're just sustainedly reinforcing. Look at this steady stream of guys just flowing to reinforce the middle. So we're getting in trouble. Now, I've got a decent-sized army with a couple of Immortals, so that's going to really help against the tanks. We're going to try to kite them in, take advantage of these tanks. 6 kills, 4 kills. And I'm going to try to get in here and get some snipes off. So I take out 2 of them. Oh, but my Immortals can't get away. Oh. The shield saves it. And the tanks come in. We did a lot of damage. Right there, blue just came up to the amount of losses that I had. So, right now the tides are turning. See, he's almost mined out here. He's going for another expansion up here. Red has been running on one base this whole time, which basically just goes to show he was not that strong of a player. Not that strong of a player. I mean, at this point, you should have a lot more guys. And let's see his income. Yeah, Red's income is so low. He only has 20 harvesters, which is more than me. Oh my gosh, I forgot. So they did a drop in my base, sniped it. And I remember that in the game, like, no, it never said our base is under attack. It just never said it. Until I looked back and I was like, oh, what's all that red in my base? But I'm still in it. I actually still have this base with good saturation. And we know that, I mean, I kind of had a feeling that at this point they're probably running out of minerals, at least in their main. So I wasn't too concerned about this because, you know, you're not going to be able to mine 4 patches very quickly. Anyway, we're just going to keep slow pushing out of the middle. So this is all Cam, to his credit. So right now I'm completely crippled. Just have barely any units. But he's going for an expansion up here, and I'm just going to... Because I had a feeling. I was like, if he expands up here, there's no way that we can hold him off and bounce back. So I'm going to come up here and just create mad problems for his income. Let's see what happens once I start getting some kills. Yeah, his income just drops by hundreds per minute. Now his income's less than mine, even. So he has to send a force up here. But I'm basically going to just deny. And then they actually let off their front pressure, to which my re-macroed army, I'm going to come up in here and, oops, pull back, try to kite them in. Anyway, they repel my attack up here, but I successfully made them split their army. They had to lose their pressure down here. Let's speed it up a little bit, because I think we're bad on time right now. Oh. Alright, so I do a little push. And he is going to try to get his army back to... Ooh. I thought he was going to deploy his cannon up there. So it looks like he's going to see this. I try to rescue him. Yeah, it is a planetary fortress, so... repair, but no. He does snipe it off. But I'm going to come in here and wipe him out. You know, it's good to kill any tanks you see on the field. But now I got my army up here, and I'm like, well, I know that he just re-landed again. And he's only got half health. He only had 1 Marine guarding it, and I'm like, okay. Might as well come through, make some problems for him. So sure enough, I'm gonna snipe this thing off. And his income goes back to problems. I also went for the move. If I'm gonna kill his expansion, I want to be damn sure that I have an extra expansion popping up. So Cam's just maintaining the map control. I'm denying their expansion. They're pretty much stuck down to just these small armies. Red is still on 1 base. Blue is mined out. So at this point, all they have really is a handful of tanks and just a bio army, which really isn't going to do too much. So I'm going to try to push through. I will take down some tanks. Let's see if I end up saving. See, right there, if you notice, like, I probably shouldn't have sent my army in because I ended up losing it. But these tanks are going to just be devastation. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, he gets a lot of kills, but... yeah, he tried to check to Banshees, but Thors will handle that. So you can see, he went for another drop here, but we weren't really concerned. I sent a couple of units to try to help, but it's not going to do much. So maybe delay it a little bit. Killed 1 Marine there. Good job. Anyway, but there's no hope because we basically starved him out, withheld their containment, and then come back for a fatal push. So even though this is here, like, his Thors are going to be able to handle that. Boom, you're dead. And then he's going for the gold. Go ahead and snipe the tank. And now we are pushing into their base. Red leaves. Blue is stubborn, but he's about to leave too. He just wants to see how much damage he can do with his Banshees, but not much. I've got plenty of stalkers. Oh yeah, Hellions in base. Not gonna make too big of a difference, but... fight and just leave. I mean, we have them cornered. Good game from Blue. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I don't know what happened. We basically just held off the pressure and did a counter push. I was getting my infantry upgrades, you know, I don't know. But I hope you enjoyed. Hail Science.